In this video, I'm going to discuss the death industry and my thoughts on it. When I say the death industry, it has to do with cremations, funeral arrangements, caskets, and all the rituals that go along and that people face when someone dies. I will tell you, it's been a topic that I have tried not to think about and I have actively avoided. Because of my age and because of the life circumstance that I find myself in, and because I'm dealing with an elderly parent, I am having to think about the death industry in ways that I would normally not think about. For example, one of the things that a lot of people do, and it's becoming more and more popular, is that when a person dies, they have elected to give instructions to have their bodies cremated, or perhaps have their bodies donated to science. Now, I have no problems in saying that I have elected to be an organ donor. God forbid, if anything happens to me, at least I can say I am marked as an organ donor. I know for some people, being an organ donor is not an ideal thing. Some people have big problems with harvesting the organs of a dead person and placing it into another person and so forth. So to me, it's a personal choice. Whether you want to be an organ donor or not, that's entirely up to you. But for me, if I die, I might as well do some good. And my feeling is, if my organs can help others live longer, I'm good with it. The other part is, because I have long harbored hostile feelings towards the death industry, the funeral industry, if you will, I have made no secret that when I die, I should be cremated. In fact, my instructions are to use the cheapest method possible to dispose of my body. I don't need a big tombstone. I don't need a big party. I don't need any of the trappings that other people want. Obviously, when I die, I'm not going to have any control of what happens. But what I do have control over is simply saying, hey, don't go broke in trying to deal with my body. Just remember me fondly. If you remember me fondly, I think that's a great thing, right? Because all the other stuff, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, it's all very materialistic. Without getting too verbose about it, I just think that it's not for me. How about that? Because what I don't want to do is I don't want to unintentionally offend you if you disagree with me. So I would prefer to err on the side of caution and just not be too blunt about it. Getting back to the death industry and the funeral industry, there are countless stories that I've heard about how these bloodsuckers in the death industry, they use these tactics to steer people into very expensive services and products. These services and products have a huge markup. As if that isn't enough, what ends up happening is the death industry, in my opinion, take advantage by pressing buttons, pressing emotional buttons to manipulate decision makers into spending more money than they normally would if they were not emotionally vulnerable. Inherently, making sales is not a bad thing, right? But it's all in the approach. And unfortunately, the death industry, the funeral industry, has a horrible reputation on pushing all the wrong buttons, taking advantage of grief-stricken family members. And I'm not going to be party to that. I'm just not going to be party to that. Now, when I die, there's nothing I can do, right? All I can do is make my wishes known. So when I die, this video will continue to exist. And this video will be a testimonial to anybody that listens to not feed the shark-infested funeral industry. I'm sure there are some reputable folks in the death and funeral industry where they publish prices and they don't pressure people. People are allowed to make their choices without all the guilt, the sales tactics, and so forth. And if you're one of those people that practice ethically, that's fine. You're exempt from this video. But by and large, in my opinion, with this video, the funeral industry is a dirty business. It's a dirty business. They take advantage of the emotionally vulnerable. At the end of the day, it comes down to the person who is dying of what they want to do, and the survivors have to carry it out. For example, if I was given instructions that a person wanted a coffin, they want flowers, they want a tombstone, and all the physical monumental trappings, I guess I would be hard-pressed to deny that. But that doesn't mean that I wouldn't keep my guard up. For most people, I think that they're not going to have the emotional wherewithal to stand up to high-pressure sales and tactics. That's just my feeling about it. So with this video, you kind of know what my wishes are when I die, unless I make another video where I change my mind. It has never been my intention to publicly reveal what I would want with my death. But because of what I'm going through right now, and because I'm facing the issues of the elderly and mortality right in my face this past year or so, and probably for the next few years, it's made me think in a way that I never would under normal circumstances. In my view, I hope with this video, you will take the time to reflect. Now, if you've been in my channel, there is a huge chance you did not come looking for a video from me about death and dying and about the funeral industry. But you know what? Here we are. If you like this video and you find this video helpful, you can do me a favor and hit that like button to help YouTube spread this video. And if you want to follow along with my ongoing life saga and my life change, you can hit that subscribe button so that you can be notified when the new video comes out. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.